It's time for a dark side of visualization, but what I need you guys to be prepared for is that this is more about shadow integration, okay? You are going to accept that you have a light and a dark side. You guys have a dark side, whether you like it or not, you have a dark side. So, before I get into the content, understand this, guys. At the end of the day, what I do professionally is personal training, okay? However, this is why I have a full program, as I always say. So, click the link in the show notes, see those success stories, and you'll realize that I know what the fuck I'm doing when it comes to getting into peak physical performance. Now, I appreciate you guys. Do me a favor and be ready for this particular visualization, because this one requires that you open up your mind and understand that guided visualizations are powerful. Now, this one, brothers, okay? This one, I actually wrote it myself, okay? I wrote it myself, and I kid you not, you guys. I kid you not. When I wrote this myself, I had, a tear come out of my non-savage eye, right? My non-savage eye. Then I go back being a fucking savage, all right? The whole point is, you guys, this is powerful stuff. Believe me, this is really fucking powerful. Let's start the podcast. You guys are listening to the Masculinity Show, a podcast for introverts to become more masculine and get the body of an alpha male, and of course, get more mentally healthy and get that seducer's mindset, if you get me. And lastly, I help guys become more desirable and get the mindset of a seducer. Let's get into the podcast. Brothers, I want you to lay down on your couch. Do me a favor. Use those noise cancellation headphones. Now, don't forget, check the show notes, Alpha Body Bootcamp, and I want you to look over that link after this visualization. Now, turn on those noise cancellation headphones, alright? Right now. I want you to close your eyes. Take a big deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just did box breathing. I hope that you followed my breath work to a T. Okay? Now, let's start the music. Visualize a glowing ball of light traveling up both ankles into your calves, past those IT bands, quadriceps, hamstrings, into your pelvis, through your stomach, and up to your chest, where you work those bench presses, right? Now up your neck and up to your shoulders, and then it goes through your triceps, biceps, and forearms. Now you kind of notice the light manifest into both hands, but But now you notice this light on your right hand is bright yellow. On the left side, this is completely black. You notice this bright light on your right hand starts humming, and the dark shadow on your left hand is shape-shifting into a black flame, and it lights up like a campfire, like a black, wisping, smoking campfire. You allow both of these energies to intensify. Then the flame of the shadow quickly jumps into your hand, and the humming ball of light goes back to your left hand. Both energies travel up your arms and back up to your head. I'm going to start this visualization. You need to open up your mind and trust the process, okay? Just trust what you're about to hear is very powerful, okay? Understand that you have a light and a dark side. You have yin and you have yang. You have masculine energy and you have feminine energy, okay? We are going to visualize the dark masculine energy of the warrior, the one who can face death and kill under the direst of circumstances. This is an essential part of you. We are going to awaken your dark side in an ethical way that you won't cause harm to anyone, but to leverage this energy to be the protector, be the best man that you can possibly be, and leverage your dark, seductive energy at the right time with a loving, feminine woman, but who also has a dark, feminine side. The caveat to this entire visualization is that this is not about self-limiting beliefs or the self-doubt or even the self-sabotage from past events. This is not about that type of shadow work. Not at all, okay? The type of shadow work today is more about shadow integration, okay? This is about shadow integration and shadow acceptance, okay? Shadow integration and shadow acceptance. You now see this flame escape your body, and it starts dancing right in front of you. It starts dancing. You see this flame tempt you to make decisions you know you shouldn't make. You realize that this flame increases temptation tenfold. You want to listen to this flame and what it tells you because it's such a powerful masculine presence. That guy cut me off earlier in traffic today. I can't believe that fucking asshole. He deserves to get knocked out. I want to hurt him really bad. But then the light from your right hand comes in, and he encourages the black flame to relax and let it go, move forward. So you allow the light to take one for the team. You are both in this together. You see that this flame starts encouraging impulsive acts. This flame is hard to tame. This flame is really powerful. The light side encourages you to watch that flame carefully. However, you start to realize that the dark side grows in its power, and so does the light. Both energies end up coming together. They both end up coming together, and you start accepting that you have emotions. You no longer fight them. Instead, you create your own state and your emotions from within. You acknowledge that your dark side will always be there. And once you accept that you have this dark side, it will manifest as a result to channel it to more productive means. So now you see how intense this black flame is. It will not go away. It refuses to be tamed. So now you allow your inner seducer to awaken. You allow your shadow self to self-reflect. This flame is so damn powerful that you start observing your triggers. When someone bothers you, you start reflecting on your actions more often. You look at yourself in the mirror and you see this flame behind you, and you see the humming light having an intense conversation. You realize that you need both energies to come to a negotiation. So you turn around and you say to both the light and dark side, I will allow you to enter my body after you two work it out. The dark flame tells the humming light, you need to encourage him to start taking fast action always. You need to also encourage him to improve decisiveness. You will start telling him to trust himself and how he touches women, to trust the touch when he wants to seduce girls. If she is not down to get it on, I will be here for his learning lessons as he gets triggered for failing to seduce them and failing to trust himself and failing to trust how he escalates. He needs to believe that he is desirable and no one should have to tell him otherwise. He needs to put his missions first and have healthy narcissism about his masculine purpose. The humming light tells the dark side, it is time for him to take courageous action, I agree, but watch your damn anger and confrontational vibes, because that gets women feeling unsafe. We need girls feeling safe and secure around his masculine presence. Seduction starts with her feeling safe, and I agree that his masculine purpose is top priority, and so are his missions. I agree with that. And he does need to believe that he is enough on his own and to have seductive narcissism, but he doesn't need to have the unhealthy sides of that personality disorder. The dark side retaliates and says right away, and if a girl shows sexual availability, he needs to know how to state his intentions and have the know-how to escalate. He doesn't even know the science of sexual availability. It's sad. The humming light says he's just out of practice. He just needs to take action, like you said. We can both agree he needs to take action. Let's give him the chance to start making bigger moves. The dark side says back to the light, he also needs to accept that I am what he needs. I am all of his repressed desires. I am a part of his secret life. I am a part of his hidden secret life. He needs to accept that I exist, not deny who I am, because I will always be here for the rest of his life. If he lives in denial and he is disintegrated in himself, I am his shadow self. The light says to the dark side, yes, I completely agree that he needs to accept you. He needs to integrate who you are, but let's work together. He can start journaling out everything that you suggest to him, as you and I both know what shadow journaling is. The dark side says to the light, he knows I've always been here since day one. He can't fake who I am either. You shouldn't have to be fake hard around anyone. Fake hard is the worst. His masculinity depends on me. He needs to be authentic in it. He is inauthentic when he denies who I am. That's him being fake hard. The light comments back, that is obvious. He needs to accept you. So let's encourage authenticity, inner congruence, and have that undeniable sexy mindset around girls. The dark side quickly says, I need him to let go of his proper etiquette and manners and act however the fuck he wants without fearing what people think. He is such a wimp when it comes to that. The light says, all right, let's have him unplug from what he learned growing up. We cannot control how he was raised, nor can we control who projects their beliefs and conditioning onto him. So let's have him choose his own beliefs about relationships, religion, sex, even wealth, because money is abundant. The dark side tells the light, yeah, he also needs to have delusional confidence. When he is rejected, he needs to stop taking that shit personal. He should not have to fear being assertive and setting the healthy boundaries that I suggest him to do. The light says, yes, I agree. see how much you want him to improve. So let's stop disagreeing with each other and agree that he can be the best version of himself when he accepts you. So now the dark flame travels into the humming light. They both form a massive bond. They both become one. And they make a massive fire that lights up like a massive, powerful, seductive energy field that you have ever seen in your whole life. This energy field goes up into the sky like an exploding light, and the sky turns orange like how a volcano erupts, and the flames are now up into the sky. It shows him his true desires, what he's always wanted to manifest, his money goals, his girl goals, and now you see yourself as desirable. You see yourself as that confident, sexually powerful presence who knows himself inside and out. You accept your shadow, but you know how to control it. And you now start shadow journaling. Open up your eyes, brothers. Do me a favor and leave me a 5-star review, okay? This podcast is dedicated to my book, 77 Ways to Develop a Masculine Mindset. And the section in that book says to face your shadow. Never allow anyone to trigger you or affect you in any negative way. I love you. Peace out. You are fucking awesome. You, my charming friend, are a badass. Tell yourself that. Have positive self-talk. Peace.